Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tommy's Top Picks. I'm Tommy's partner in crime and collectibles, John, and tonight I'll be going through a box opening of Crucible of War. Before we get started, I'd like to give you a bit of a market update. On the Magic the Gathering front, mid-range older boxes, the $200 to $500 range, are cooling off from recent highs. Over the past few weeks, they have had a nice run-up, and we're starting to see a retrace from that point. So if you've been keeping an eye on these sorts of boxes, such as Time Spiral, Cons, Guilds, that sort of box, now might be a good time to jump in or keep an eye on it. It might continue to decline for a few weeks. As of right now, I'm watching that closely, and we'll let you know how that progresses. Newer items such as AFR, THB, Throne, etc., the ones that have recently cycled out or recently gone out of print, up into AFR, all seem to be ticking up right now. The ones out of print, that makes sense, they just went out of print. And the ones that cycled out, that's a little bit early, but that's okay. We'll take it if they're going to provide it. And then AFR ticking up is a bit of a surprise. It's been pretty thoroughly disliked since its release, and it seems like it's finally getting its day with prices kind of stabilizing and growing a little bit. We'll also keep an eye on that over the following weeks as things cycle. On the Flesh and Blood front, there's some speculation that LSS will slow unlimited deployment to maintain a steady market. We recently saw a price crash down to about $40 a box for unlimited. This is way below what is expected. It's mostly been driven, or the speculation is that it's mostly been driven by Channel Fireball apparently bypassing the minimum advertised price, or MAP, to sell cases with a price around $40 to $43 a box. This is way below what is expected and sort of the understanding between LGSs and LSS. This hurts LGS's ability to offer the product because they can't match those prices and maintain any sort of profit. So it's really disturbed the market, and I think that LSS is considering how to address that. One of the ways to maintain their agreements and what they've said publicly while also addressing this steep decline is to just slow down the distribution. That would help quite a bit in this. There is no confirmation of this yet. It is all just rumor, but we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens and how things progress over the coming weeks. But it is one of those interesting tidbits, and the market prices are rebounding since this rumor. So at the very least, it's having some sort of confidence change in the market. Whether it's true or not, the prices used to be, $40 to $43 a box pretty much everywhere. And now they're up to $60 to $70 per as of the time of this recording. But we'll keep tabs on that and let you know what we hear. First edition of Aria has stabilized in the 115 to 120 range. It seems reasonable, and I believe that's about where the other sets have been. This is my first edition that I've been involved in this, so I can't speak from experience, but that's my understanding. Is it settled in the 120 to 150 range once the Monarch set got out and fully released. EVs across the board are still underwhelming. We're not seeing a good market to sell singles into, and there's even some flat or inverted values of foils, gold foils, and regular cards from Unlimited. So this is included in the Unlimited sets. If you have a rainbow foil, the price is about the same. The supply is about the same as the regular non-foil type, which makes it seem like the players don't really care about those at this time. I imagine that will change as things get deeper into the market and we have a bit more competitive nature. People want to show off their fancy decks at national scale and that sort of competition, but we'll see how that goes. As of right now, it doesn't seem like the EVs for a box really make sense for purchasing a single box and cracking them. At the case level, it starts to get a little bit better, assuming you pull one of the legendaries or one of the value cards, so there is some value to doing that, but typically it seems like it's basically case or above to make your money back with some level of certainty. At this point, we'll see how that changes over time, but as of this time, it's not advisable from a financial perspective, at least, to just open one box. With that said, let's get started opening one box. All right, let's dive in. This is a set I have opened before in Unlimited. I've never opened the first edition of this, although I do have some. I just want to hold on to it sealed It is the lower card count per pack, which surprised me the first time I opened it. I was very confused as to what was going on, but it's because this is an extension, I suppose, to the main sets. It's not a main set in and of itself. With that said, it does give us some pretty spicy pulls in this set in general, which is nice. And is why I'm opening it, frankly, because I want to see if I can get lucky and beat the odds. Find some interesting items here. This set has a bunch of good items. One of them is the veil, obviously, or the shawl rather, and then there's a handful of things like the boot, chest piece, etc. But it's a pretty good set, or has the ability to give you pretty good pulls. So let's see what we get here. Some of these packs are goofy because they're so thin. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. There's no token. I don't believe there's tokens in these because of the nature of it. Okay, let's see, commons. And it's the rares at the end and the foils first instead of after the other rares. Trader of Skins. Merchant Hero. Interesting. Never seen that before. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I did get a better camera setup. Let's see how it goes with this. A little bit better. I'm just focusing on it. I've never heard or seen this card. I don't think it's really worth anything, but it is a foil, so we'll set it off to the side. Venji Piercing Wind and Cinder Foresight. Now that's pretty cool art. Look at that. That is pretty neat. Burning Up. And it's a wizard action. I do like those wizard actions. I think I was mentioning that in one of my last videos about the wizard and how I had a lot of fun playing him because of all the arcane damage he did without attacking ever, which was pretty sweet. So I did enjoy that. So it's 5, 6, 7, and then the foil. Okay, interesting. And there's 10 total in the pack instead of 15. So Rousing Aether, common. So nothing too special there. I'm going to set this guy aside, check for the prices at the end. Dauntless and Aether Conduit. Ooh, nice. Nice little rare weapon there. Very nice little rare weapon. I'll take a look at that. I don't think it's in the top tier, particularly without being a foil, but I'll take a look. I did go through the prices for this set before I started, and just to kind of make sure I had an understanding of what I was looking for, and so I should recognize the big hits, but you know, some of the medium stuff I may not catch just because of the nature of it. So, alright, Foily Common. She looks like she's got a sly and evil grin. Yeah, especially with that foil. I like the way that looks. Foils there. Springboard Somersault. Generic defense reaction, which I like, and rare, and then Crane Dance. I have not seen that card before, and that is gorgeous. Look at the sunset, doing the cool Karate Kid thing on the posts. Who doesn't love the old Karate Kid? Well, I suppose if you're too young, you probably don't, but I like Karate Kid, so there. I did make a ninja deck, so I do like ninja rares as well, so got that going for it too. I made Ira instead of the other guy because I don't actually remember why, but I just chose randomly and that's what I got. Promise of Plenty. That card looks great. The first time I pulled that, I was taken aback, and this is a nice foil, so I don't think I own this in foil. I'm pretty happy about that, even though I don't know that it's a hit of a card, but it's nice. Oh, that's a hit. That's definitely a hit. That was in the top pages. Look at that. First Majestic Plasma Purifier. And then Marvrion Skies, Marvrion? I don't know. Some evil lightning skies. Boy, that looks gorgeous. I like the way that looks. Just for a rare. In yellow, that might be... I'm not sure. I'll have to look that one up too, but I don't think it's a hit. Just curious if that's of any interest or value to people. It's a zero cost yellow. See what do we get here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, overless. 6 and 7. And 4. Ooh, I just like the way that looks. The Zen State and foil. Look at that awesome waterfall and sunset scene. Very nice, very nice. And then Towering Titan, don't believe is a hit. And then this guy again, interesting. He's not in foil, so this that might actually be worth something because it is a foil. It's definitely worth taking a look at. Yeah, these smaller sets, I'm not so sure what I think. I'm not sure I want them to keep doing this with these less cards in a pack situation. It just seems not that good when you're. Oops, I just missed the foil. Shoot. There it is. There's probably the last pack. What do we get? Emerging Dominance. Pretty nice. Nothing too special, but looks nice. It's pretty good with the foil and the sun coming over his shoulder like that. So Reinforce the Line. Don't believe that's anything special. And Barraging Bighorn. Alright. Nothing that I recognize. Come on, baby. Let's see if we get something sweet. Sorry about that odd cut. I think my phone was buzzing in the background there. Look at that. Look at that. That is just beautiful. There we go. Very nice. Very nice foil. Alright. Another Cinder. Ooh, Centauri Saber. Another rare weapon. Hold on to that. See if that's worth anything. So 1 attack. Huh. Interesting. Forces them to defend with non-attack actions. Only 2 damage. That can be pretty good though. Katsu, that's the other ninja. One I did not play with. And Pathing Helix in foil. Nothing too special there, but it looks cool. And Barraging Bighorn again. The big old horn. Reinforce the Line in blue. Might be worth a few pennies more because it's in blue. I think the blue and red tend to be the better hits just because you either get the pitch value or the stronger strike. I'm not sure if yellow has much of a future. Just based on what I've seen so far, it seems like blue and red are the place to be. So why with yellow? And if you know, leave me a comment. I'm sure there's good balance points for it, but in general, it seems like blue and red are where it's at and what you want to be doing. Predatory Assault sounds gross. Reinforce the Line in blue again. Towering Titan again. So no hits there. Clearly the ones I wasn't sure about are relatively common because I've seen them again and again. Let's get through this. Ooh, copper. More Crush the Weak. Looks cool. Still not my favorite art, but in foil that's not too bad. And Dauntless, I think this is a hit. I'm pretty sure Dauntless is one that has some value. I'm not sure if red is the one that has value, but one of the Dauntlesses is pretty nice. And then Rock Slide Trap for a rare. Some of these arts are pretty cool. Like, that's a pretty nice art. I don't mind that at all. Rousing Aether. It's pretty good. Ooh, Badass Flood of Force in foil. So that's a majestic foil. So I think I will hold that up here just to double check it. I don't recall that one though, so either I'm not remembering correctly. Ooh. Rare weapon I will also throw up there. I'm not sure that's anything because I didn't see that either, but that one I may just be misremembering. But in foil, always worth checking. So we'll check that out, figure out the pricing at the end. Let's see, what do we got here? Bustable Courier, he's not much of much. High Speed Impact. And another Promise of Plenty. I think we're about halfway through the box because I pulled at least one from the other pile. Absent-minded, not paying attention, trying not to mess this up too much. That That looks awesome in foil. I like that. Look at those coins glint. Try not to mumble as much. I got some feedback last time that I was mumbling a bit too much, and I understand that. I agree. I thought it. Oh, poison tip. That's definitely a hit. That's definitely a hit. Poison that tip. And Marvin Skies. Marvin Skies. Marvin Skies. That's what we're going to go with. Going forward. And let's see. So, it's a nice little box. You know, handful of things that look like their value. I know that's a hit. I'm pretty sure that's a hit. I know that's a hit. I'm not sure about yellow, but it is a hit. Riled up in foil. Very nice. Can't quite catch it in the camera. Oh yeah, but I was saying I changed my setup a little bit. I'm trying to take feedback, so if you have any feedback, by all means, let me know. One of the things was mumbling too much, and you know, I fully agreed. I reviewed the video and was like, yep, definitely doing that too much. I'm trying to enunciate a bit more and change my setup a little bit so that the mic's a bit closer, a little bit higher gain, hopefully. We'll see. I'm no professional when it comes to sound and video, so I'm learning here. I'm learning, and I appreciate any and all feedback. That looks good. I like Brutal Assault and foil. Well, that looks cool. I don't think it's anything special because I definitely would have remembered that art, but boy, that looks cool. And then Rushing River, non-foil. But yeah, it's fun to do this. I love opening boxes. I don't think it's going to be financially viable to do this. I don't think I will hit the wins, but it's fun. It's enjoyable. Get some more cards, which I'm definitely interested in having. Set these off to the side. They're starting to slide away on me. And I like having the options for building decks. Right now I'm mostly just learning and growing with the game. Morseless. Something about that seems familiar. I'm not sure if it was a hit card or if I actually just wanted it for my oh, here's that yellow Dauntless too. Here, keep that there. Put that, yeah, top that up there. Sounds good. But yeah, just getting into the game and learning it and growing with it. So I'll learn as I go. It's okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind spending a little money on some cool cards. Oh, I like the art on that one. Look at the what is it, the bamboo forest in the background? It's cool with the foiling. And some more nothing. Overall, it's a fun hobby. It's a fun game. Commoner seems to be very accessible, so if you're trying to teach some friends and trying to learn some of those advanced techniques, we will have some series on some of the more advanced techniques. Ooh, lunging press. I don't think it's worth anything, but in foil, boy, does that look really cool. That looks really cool. We'll set that aside just to double check. I'm pretty sure not. And none of these seem to be big. That's the Majestics there. All right. But yeah, so do Commoner, which is no rares, no Majestics. It's just common cards. Cheap way to start. Good way to learn. Doesn't get too confusing. Pretty easy to pick up. Even got my dad doing that. There's some more Bighorns, some more Rushing River. And he's not, able to keep up with a lot of this stuff, so it's a good way to start. Get yourself used to it. Practice some of those advanced techniques. Like I was saying, we will be going into some of that in some of our videos. One of the things is counting the cards, what you're pitching, because you're trying to set up your deck for the next time around. Oldham in particular is particularly good at that, or good for that, because he's a slow deck that slows everything down and defends well, so you basically are setting up for your second go-round on your deck. That's the goal with him. Don't think this is anything special. I'll double check. It's definitely boots though. I like boots. Tripwire. Nice. That looks cool. Look at that art. Get it to focus on it. It's just crazy. It's losing his whole leg. Alright. Almost done. Come down to the last three. Ooh. foil weapon always seems fun. Put that with the weapons. Check it out. Here's this generic reaction and more cinder. Non-foil. So down to the wire, but I hope you enjoyed this and the market update. Please leave some comments below. Let me know what you think about it. You know, if I'm doing a good job, if there's anything I can improve. I am very open to comments and criticisms, and any way I can do a better job at this. Ooh, interesting. I don't think this is of any great value, but nice little majestic there. Take a look at the other videos. We have some by Tommy on comics, and we have some more coming out, like I said, on strategies and tactics for Flesh and Blood. I will be doing some Magic the Gathering openings, and we'll be reviewing all sorts of collectibles as we go forward. So that is the plan, and we hope you stick around and enjoy it. And foil, this might be worth something. I did see that was up on the list. You know, like and subscribe and do all that stuff. Down to the last one. What do we got here? And if I missed anything, if you noticed I missed a card of great value, please point it out, because it will probably just sit in a box with all my other cards until I get around to logging it. Hit and run in foil. Looks cool. Looks very cool with that shiny sword. Crane Dance and Zephyr Needle, which I don't recall that weapon being anything special, but it will go in the weapons pile. Alright, I'll be right back with the price overview. And we're back. So I did get a few spicy pulls. Let's just go through them in the order that I had them. The Feigned Death was, it's a foil, so it's $447 for that card. Not a bad pull at all. Dread Triptych, yeah, Dread Triptych, pretty good as well. That one's $624. Then I got into the real spice, these Perch Grapplers, which I think I was uncertain about. They are actually $14.45, so that was a good pull. Righteous Cleansing, that's $401, and then the big pull for the entire box is $25 Remorseless. Very, very nice to get that. And then the next one is Poison the Tips. Now this is a perfect example of what I was talking about, the inversion. When I looked up the price, foil is all that popped up at first, and I was very curious as to why, and it's because they were cheaper than this card. So the foil for Poison the Tip was $13. This goes for $13.78. It shows you how the market's kind of, I guess, player-centric at this point. Collectors are not engaging at such a deep level that it's impacting the prices. Pretty interesting stuff. We'll see how it holds up. I imagine over time that will change, you know, as these cards become harder to come by and that sort of thing. But because they're part of the Unlimited, maybe it will always be that way. The foils just aren't really something they need in Unlimited. I don't know. But for the equipment, definitely the foils look better and are at higher demand. And speaking of that equipment, here is the Plasma Purifier. This is the big hit as far as equipment goes. It was $3.73. If this was in foil, it probably would have been the top card, but that's okay. Missed out on that. It does look so cool, though. I got to look at this a little bit closer, and man, that's just some cool looking art. Look at the detail on that. I like that. I like that. Might have to make a mechanologist just for that. And then I had two relatively low value cards, both at 109. This one, oh no, they're both foils. That's right. Flood of Force and Sledge of Anvilheim. That was a total of $73.86 between the value cards, at least as far as I could tell. Maybe I missed some. Let me know in the comments if I did. The value on TCG Player for a box is $76, so you know, lost a couple bucks. As I said, cracking these boxes doesn't make sense from a sell the card standpoint, but you know, I like these cards. I want the cards. I want to collect them and I want to use them, and that's my primary focus right now. So I certainly don't mind opening these. But as far as investment goes, keep them sealed, hold on to them. Maybe Unlimited will become rare someday in the future. It might be worth it, or wait until the market inverts again and we start seeing card values go up. Not sure what leads to that, especially considering what was going on with the individual sealed box prices, but you know, we'll see what it is. All right, well, that's it for me tonight. Thanks for joining me. For new info on collectibles and comics, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and leave a comment if there's anything I missed or anything at all, feedback, whatever. This is John signing off. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.